BMW was one of the first manufacturers to offer a, broad spectrum electric vehicle in South Africa, that of the i3. Now, while it didn't sell in massive numbers, it was pretty well received by the public, and they sold a good couple of them. It also helped build their electric network. As they've recharged and re-energized their electrification efforts, they've given us 3 new models. That of the BMW iX, which we've reviewed over here, the BMW i4, a sedan, which I'm particularly fond of, you can see that review over here, and this one, the BMW iX3. And if I'm honest, this may be the best of the bunch actually. This one is based on the BMW X3 that we know, the G01, and we know that to be a great car. This G08 version, the iX3, is phenomenal for all of these reasons. The iX3 is, by and large, just a regular X3. It looks largely the same as well. As standard, you are going to get it with the M Sport kit and LED headlights. It also rolls on a beautiful set of 20-inch aerodynamic alloy wheels. Around the back, it's just the iX3 badge and the omission of tailpipes that lets you know that this is any different to a regular X3. Pretty much, it is. All they've done is they've pulled the engine, the power plant, from out of the front here and left a pretty cavernous space there, and put a compact motor, transmission and power management unit over the back axle. Yes, it's rear-wheel drive. This power unit gives you 210 kilowatts and 400 newton meters of torque. It'll take the iX3 from 0 to 100 in only 6.8 seconds. So it's comparable with some of the diesels, but not quite up there with that M40i. The BMW iX3 has an 80 kilowatt hour battery pack. It's situated under the floor and in the transmission tunnel. BMW says that this will give you a range of 460 kilometers. But in the real world, well, that's a little bit less. You're looking at mid-300s. Of course, all depending on what drive mode you put it in and your driving style. It does have the capability of accepting a 150 kilowatt DC charge. And that's great because with one of those charges, you will get 100 kilometers of range in only 10 minutes. The interior of the iX3 is, well, that's the bit that I love about it. It's just X3, which is a great interior. It has a couple of little highlights. There's this hexagonal pattern on the trim pieces here. A little bit of the bright work, but blue details are pretty much the only thing that's separated from a regular X3. Of course, sumptuous leather upholstery, great fit, great finish, and BMW's latest iOS 8 infotainment system. It does have your intelligent assistant, so you can talk to it. We're not going to call her now, it's going to interrupt what we're doing. It's also packed with safety features and driver assistance systems. So lane keep assist, lane departure warning, rear cross traffic alert, and there's even a reverse park assist with a reverse camera. The space in here is still very generous, despite the fact that it is an EV. The boot has only decreased ever so slightly. While a regular X3 has a 550-litre boot, this one has a 510-litre boot. But this is also the BMW iX3's Achilles heel. All of this familiarity dates it. It's great for those that are transitioning from a slightly older internal combustion vehicle, or those that have a current generation X3, or even a previous generation X3. It works for that. But those that are looking for something that is full-blown EV are going to realize that this is going to feel a bit old rather fast. The BMW 3 Series, the i4, and especially the iX, all have curved screen displays and this futuristic interior. So this isn't going to last very long. And that means that the iX3, well, has a bit of an expiry date in the EV world. It is a conversion. They have taken the chassis and converted it. It's not a ground-up design. But despite that, the drive is absolutely phenomenal. If I had to blindfold you and take you for a drive in it, you'd say that this is a regular 3 Series. Okay, it's very quiet. It has all the benefits of an EV. Quiet operation, no need to service it. single pedal driving, and of course the efficiency, which really is great. Like I say, we're not going to hit their claims, but over 300 kilometers, that's more than enough. I think the BMW iX3 is the sweet spot in EV ownership at this current point in time. It's the EV that doesn't try and jump off of the page and say, hey, look at me. It's the EV you drive when you want to drive an EV and you don't need to advertise the fact. It's the one that I would have. And at 1.3 million rand, okay, just over 1.3 million rand, I think it's great value for money. They do offer it with a 2-year warranty, and the battery has an 8-year warranty. So that's additional peace of mind. I think this is everything you'd want as a combination of EV and SUV. Thank you very much for watching this review. We'd love to hear what you think about the new BMW iX3, so leave a comment down below. And don't forget,
search AutoTrader.